be talking about a couple of the things I want to bring more of into this new year, and a lot of these things are things I've already been working on in the past year, and I just want to bring even more of them into my life this year. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about it a little bit, you know, kind of cement those things in. Oh my god, I've done this. She's sitting up on my crystals. So there aren't too many things that I'm going to talk about today, but they are all pretty lengthy. So maybe grab a snack, maybe grab your journal, and if you haven't already, write down some of the things that you want to bring into your life this year. And really just getting those things down on paper can be so helpful, and it can help you just have a visual reminder to look back on and see what things you're bringing in, what your intentions are for this new year, this month. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video so we don't draw this intro any longer than it has to be. So the first thing I would like to bring more of into my life this year is forgiveness. And that can go for yourself as well as others. Forgiving yourself can also be immensely freeing for any past mistakes. Allow yourself to learn from those and, you know, release them and continue thriving as a better version of yourself. I have held grudges in the past, and I've come to realize that the only person it really affects is me. I'm not negatively impacting them in any way by having a grudge or resentment towards them. Holding resentment for anybody doesn't make their life any worse, and it sure as heck does not make your life any better. It lowers your energy, it can affect your inner peace, and honestly, why would you give time and thought to people who don't deserve your time or energy? I like to try and remember the affirmation, I do not allow others to walk through my mind with their dirty feet, and this really helps me to bring myself back to the present moment and remember that these are not thoughts that I need to be having. I don't need to be fixating on anything that happened in the past with these people, and the only thing really keeping them in my life is my thoughts. So I like to keep that affirmation in mind to kind of clear my head, clear my thoughts, and reset my thought patterns so I can move away from those thoughts. Because as soon as you forgive, you can begin to heal, and this goes for yourself as well as for other people. So this year I just want to bring more forgiveness into my life so that I can release all the conflicts and frustrations and insecurities of the past, and I can move forward unencumbered without all that extra baggage weighing me down. I feel like I have been able to work through and express a lot of the things that have hurt me in the past, and this makes it a lot easier to move on to forgiveness. Always make sure you process your emotions fully, and I also wish to forgive myself this year for any past mistakes that I personally have made, and give myself forgiveness in my own heart for my past mistakes. I really am trying to understand that each mistake is a chance to learn, and I have learned a lot of things from all my past mistakes, and I try to be grateful for those things that I have learned instead of fixating on what I've done wrong. And this is not to say that you shouldn't take accountability for your actions. You definitely should. That is the way in which we learn from our mistakes, because you can't learn from something that you don't believe that you did. So it is important for, you know, to take accountability on that. We are all human, we all make mistakes, and we all can learn from these mistakes as well. So the next thing I want to work on bringing more of into my life this year is fully expressing my feelings and emotions and letting others know how I feel about them. I've always struggled with putting my feelings into words. I've always been really concerned with like how my emotions might affect others, so often I'll just kind of stuff them in and, you know, figure I'll deal with them later, which is obviously not the best option because it just builds up, and I always end up like snapping at some point, and that's not the reaction I want to have. I'd rather be able to sit back, process my emotions as they come, and then react to them accordingly and respectfully. So I am first working on sitting with my emotions, experiencing them, seeing where I feel them in my body, and then I will take the time to reflect on what is truly the root cause of those feelings, what is causing me to feel that way. And this makes it a lot easier to communicate this to others when I need to, because I actually know what's upsetting me and I'm not just upset and anxious and confused about my emotions. I actually know the cause, I know what's going on, and I know what I'm feeling, and I can feel confident speaking my truth in those feelings. I am also trying to work on telling others how I feel about them more often in a positive way as well. I often struggle putting my feelings into words and letting people know how much I truly cherish them and appreciate them in my life, for both friends and family. And I like to get a lot better at letting people know how I truly feel about them and just spreading love and gratitude to them, and being able to deepen my connections that way is something I'm very excited about. I just want to be able to, let others know the qualities that I love and value in them, and let them know that they are so worthy of unconditional love and joy. So in this next year, I also want to spend more time in the present moment, and I just have more trust in the divine timing of the universe, and just know everything is coming to me in perfect timing. I don't need to rush anything. I want to be able to embrace each season of my life and each stage and enjoy where I'm at, because at one point I was working to get here. So I want to truly experience each moment and stage in life and not have to constantly worry about what's coming next and what my next move is. I just want to shake that feeling that I constantly have to be doing more in my life to be doing good. And life is much too short to spend it waiting to be happy, so I'm gonna be happy in this moment right now, because my life is amazing and joyful just the way it is. I often feel like I have to earn relaxation or rest time by doing enough productive or work related activities. So I am working on viewing that time to myself as more necessary and less of an option or a luxury. Because after all, we all deserve to take care of ourselves, even if we've done absolutely nothing today. And sometimes you need a day to do absolutely nothing and just rest. So another thing that I want to bring more of into this new year is setting boundaries and clearly communicating those boundaries to others, as well as things that I won't tolerate for myself. And as I have been working on getting more comfortable with my emotions, I've also been working on getting more comfortable with setting boundaries on things I won't tolerate. It is important to know what things in life make you uncomfortable and you just have no interest in bringing into your space. Then remove them in a way that is right for you. So recently I've been working on identifying what people and behaviors, places that aren't exactly in alignment with my life right now. And I've been trying to communicate those things with others respectfully and truthfully. And if your people truly support you, they will have no issue with you setting a boundary, and they will respect that boundary. And bringing attention to an action or an inaction that you don't appreciate can even better your relationship and bring you guys closer. And it could improve anything that's been really bugging you. As far as setting boundaries for yourself, this can be really simple stuff. One of my boundaries now is that I never allow myself to skip my morning routine. Even if I am so tired and feel like hitting snooze, I will still get up when my alarm goes off so that I am able to do everything that I need to do to feel ready for the day, because I know that it will immensely impact my day if I start my morning rushed or not being able to take a moment for stillness or for myself. So this year I want to definitely get better at setting those boundaries for myself and for others, and I also want to get better at enforcing those boundaries and not letting things slide by. So the last thing I want to bring more of into my life this year is more creativity. I want to explore my creativity more and more and really feed into my hobbies, practice my hobbies. And I really want to embrace the joy that creating gives me and do it just because I love doing it. One thing I definitely want to do more of this year is writing. I do write on my blog quite frequently, but I want to start writing on a larger scale, maybe a book. I've always wanted to write a book from the time I was really little, so that's something that I've been going over in my head a lot. I feel like it's a action that's really calling for me, so I may start that this year. I don't have a plot yet, but I know that one will come to me. So I definitely want to get more into my writing, maybe learn how to write poetry. That's something I've also been thinking about a lot recently. And of course, I want to get better at my two main hobbies right now, which are painting and wire wrapping. And I'm pretty much a beginner in both of those, but I have so much fun doing them, and they bring me so much joy and happiness. And just, they really help me be in the present moment. I love to see what I can create and what things that I can imagine. And it's just really rewarding to see those things reflected back into my work. So this year I definitely want to give a little more time and energy to that creative aspect of myself, and just let myself create just whatever I'm being called to work on. Alright guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspired you in this new year and gives you some inspiration to set your own intentions for your own life. I am so grateful I got to come on here and film today. It has been so therapeutic almost to just sit here and talk about the things I want to bring into this year, and I feel like this will really help me keep that intention of bringing those things into my life. And I'm just so excited for all this year has to offer. So as always, I hope you guys have a great productive day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below for more weekly content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!